Welcome to a second season football replay of Super Bowl IV, NFL championship between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. I will post a link, but this is part of a package replay I've done of Super Bowls I, II, and III, and now IV on the Delphi forums. I'll post a link to that, as I said, in the description, where you can look up the scores and results from Super Bowls I, II, and III that I've already done. Just, I guess, just so you know, this is, like I said, this is the fourth Super Bowl. Um, the FL's won every one. The Chiefs beat the Packers in the first one, coming from behind in the last 5 minutes with two touchdowns. The Raiders, the Packers had a disastrous third quarter. Raiders came back, won that game 38-33. And then in Super Bowl III, the one before this one, the Jets beat the Colts. Uh, Colts jumped out to a 23-7 lead based on two pick sixes from Namath. But the Colts started turning over the ball. Jets got a couple field goals. Third quarter, again, Colts had a disastrous third quarter. Jets took a big lead. Johnny Unitas came in, doubled the Colts yards, but couldn't get him in the end zone, and the Jets win 39-25. So this is Super Bowl 34. I use an Excel sheet of my creation. I use a stat sheet. You'll see how I do it actually. This is my own score sheet. I've got an older versions kind of tutorial show off on my website or on this YouTube channel. I'll be creating another video for this one to show how I've updated it. I keep my stats on Excel. You'll see how I do that. And so I use Boss as my roller. I use the game book as it is. The only thing only really optional rule that I really use is I allow for a spike to ball. What a spike does is it take 5 seconds. It does is consume 5 seconds, but the previous play is counted as a clock stoppage play. Um, Other than that, we might as well get started. Like I said, I use ball stat. This is all these are D6. This is mainly used as a decider die. This is a D20 for finder die. Player finder, I use complete player finders, and I use a complete system where the I I let the game call the plays. I let the game say who returned the ball when. The game doesn't. All I do is record, really. The only other thing I gotta tell you about, you will hear a click and clack. I use a mechanical keyboard. I apologize for that. So let's get started. Jan Stenerud kicking off. Kicks off as 40 back then. He's got a good grade, I think. I gotta find him here on my card. Jan Stenerud. D33, D33. He's gonna kick it. No. 59 yards to the secondary. And where I do this, 59 yards. Secondary return man, Charlie West. He returned 53. Kick return 53. at 4 yards. Charlie West on the kick return. He's going to get a 32-yard kick return. So he's going to get a good return. So when Minnesota takes the ball, they're going to have 1st and 10. We're going to do a little switch here. There we go. I like that better. I normally I have 2 monitors. Right now, this is my my right monitor. It's usually on my left, so I'm taking a little getting used to. So he returned it from the 1. The Vikings are starting out at their 33-yard line. Oop, wrong one. And you'll see up here, Vikings are a -1 on their play call. Chiefs are play call 1+1 to play call Tennessee, meaning they're completely neutral. Minnesota's gonna adds 2 to the interceptions. Kansas City only adds 1, so Minnesota will intercept the ball more than often. And Charlie West kick return 32, good return. And the only thing I got to do now is show you how the timing works. That was a 15-second play. And that's the only time I'll have to scroll down and maybe except to get to 30 if I don't want to type it in. You see, does it automatically. Minnesota's ball, what are they going to call? Looks like they're going a medium pass versus Kansas City opens up with a blitz. Play results of 65. Is G a 2 pass? Is G a 2 pass? No, he's not. G2, no. Quarterback throws just before hit. R plus yards. So since that was not used, that's going to be the 5. It's going to get thrown to number 6. Henderson. John Henderson, 16 plus 5, 21 yards. So Cap to Henderson, 21 yards. They start with a good 21-yard pass, get it across midfield. And that play took 30 seconds. And that's about the last time I'll have to type or do anything from here on out. I'll just copy paste. 1st 10 of Kansas City's 46. They've crossed midfield and they're going to try their luck again. Medium pass. Kansas City's still going with the blitz. 21 this time. And it's going to be a pass incomplete. I always try to copy paste, save the typing as much as possible. 2nd 10. And it's going to be a inside run versus safety fence. Oh, come on. There we go. Inside run safe. 56. Is Jay a runner 2? Yes, he is. Hauled down for a 3-yard loss. Who lost 3 yards? Number 3. Osborne lost 3 yards. That is Dave Osborne, if you want to know. He's one of their good runners. 3rd and 13 at Kansas City's 49, just inside midfield. This is a passing situation. They're going to go long versus the blitz. Kansas City has come out blitzing. Don't know what's wrong with me today. I cannot seem to get sick. Long versus the blitz. 45 Is TB or TA a two pass? TA is, yes, he is. Barely. If it was on the 50 or in Minnesota territory, he would not be. So TA, yes, he's a two pass. A quarterback's able to throw the ball away. Couldn't find an open receiver. And Minnesota is going to have to punt. And this is how I do this. Now the drive, I do a lot after the, kind of after a drive is over, unless it's a situation where, okay, um, I'm talking and trying to write at the same time and it don't work. Unless it's a situation where it's obvious that, time matters, like the last 2 or 3 minutes or something. Okay, Bob Lee comes on to punt. An unusual result. Unusual 21. 36 yards, but there's a penalty. And what's the penalty going to be? 26. 26 on a punt. Offense is offsides. There's no return on this. Offense is offsides. Yeah, Kansas City will accept that. Make them kick it again. Get that fun football math. And Bob Lee's got to punt the ball again. 51. 51. Return code is CES. Subtract 1 from his yardage and no return. So Bob Lee punts at 39 yards. The ball will roll dead. I'm sorry with my voice. It's gravelly anyway, but I've got a little bit of cold working on me. And Kansas City now. Let's see, what do we got? 39. This is what I call football math. 39 and 46. That's 85. Kansas City's going to start at the 15-yard line. Not the greatest. And now after I've done, see, I've really, they've had to drive. Now we're going to do our stats. Joe Cap threw an incomplete pass. Dave Osborne ran for -3. Joe Cap did through an incomplete pass. And then Lee punted for 39. They had one penalty for 5 yards. They had a third down and they did not make it. And they did get a first down though. And you can see how this works. Type a P in for P, it adds it up for me automatically. All right. Kansas City's first possession of the game, and we're going to start with an audible. This is why I have this die here. Audible 1. That's a long pass. It's ridiculous. I've done this so much. I'm so used to, I know exactly what they are. Audibles. So Lawson's line sees something he thinks he can get. Long pass versus safe defense is a 0. On the pass, no. Wrong team. No, he's not. Ed Budd is not a zero in the pass. 45, zero pass. Quarterback throws on the run, incomplete. So Dawson, first pass falls incomplete. And second 10. He's going to go to an outside run this time. Man, I can't get my mouse to work today. What is up with that? Outside run versus a blitz. Both defenses trying to put the pressure on. 33. Is the fullback a runner zero? Is the fullback runner zero? No, he is not. XR column. This is why I roll more than one dice. 61. It's outside runner double A. Probably not. The runner is Robert Holmes. He's outside of B. He dragged down after 12 plus. I got to use that one right there. 13 yards. So Robert Holmes, gains 13 yards. And Kansas City gets their first down of the game, moving the ball to their 28. Or, yeah, 20. Said 28. Next play. They're going to go with that's a short or screen. It's going to be a short pass. Again, that's why I use that one versus the blitz. Minnesota's defense trying to put on some pressure. Short pass versus blitz. 62. Is D a zero pass? Probably not. No, he's not. Quarterback throws in the coverage, go to the wide chart. Crap. And it's a 26. It's probably going to be intercepted. That's what the 26 there. 26 is the quarterback's Y grade 4 or more. Dawson's Y grade is 8. And then I add 2 for Minnesota. That's 10. So is Dawson's grade 4 or more? Yes. So he throws a short pass, 5 yards. Dawson, and it's going to be intercepted by C or D. 1, 2, 3, C. 5 through 6, D. Ursel Mackby. M-A-C-K. M-A-C-K. Mackby. He intercepts it. What kind of return will he get? He will get a 56 return, which is 56 long return. It's gonna be a pick 6. 15 long interception return. Loses bounce, 23-yard return. So after all of that, 28, 33, they are setting in. Minnesota's going to have the ball. First and goal, Kansas City's 10-yard line. Oh, fun. And my user ID is like Chiefs fan 68 on the Delphi forums. So you kind of get an idea who I might be rooting for. Okay, Dawson throws an interception or an incompletion. Interceptions. The interceptions will not add up automatically. So you have to hold them in, add them in. Robert Holmes gains 13, they got a first down with a run. They did not have a third down. They did not have a penalty. And Ursel Maccabee, Earcell, Mac B 1 INT. Just a second. I apologize for that. A little interruption there. Anyway, so Ursel Maccabee, 1 interception, 23 yards, and Minnesota's first and goal. Not 5 minutes in the game. Can they punch it in? They're going to go an inside run versus a safe defense. 33. TB is 0 run. TB is not a 0-1. Gets 5 yards. Who gets 5 yards? Number 6 does. On an inside run, that's Osborne. Dave Osborne. 6 yards. That's a good 6 yards. Well, if it's inside the 10, the defense calls it automatically. So it wasn't inside the 10, it was just at the 10. That's a lot. That's one of them. Like, how do you call that? Is it 10 and inside, or is it just inside 10? So right now, I guess just inside. So okay, second goal from the 4. Okay, they're going to that's a that's a Tennessee, which is their Tennessee's neutral, which turns into a long pass because it's inside to the 10. It's going to be a short pass. And since the defense called safe, it's automatically goes to a pass. Short pass versus pass. 62 is C a 0 pass? No. C's the defensive back throwing into coverage. Y chart. I like writing down the Y chart because that means, hey, it was almost intercepted. 36 on the interceptions. 36 is the quarterback's Y grade 6 or more. Joe Cap's Y grade is a 6. Plus the Chiefs won 7. So he Cap gives the ball back, a 7-yard pass. So it's 3 yards deep in the end zone to an E or an F. So he's going to just fall on the ball. E or F. Jim Lynch or William Lanier. It will be Lanier. And the Chiefs dodge a bullet. And the interceptions have started already. Sometimes I don't know, some of the games, seems like I just get a lot of interceptions. So, and because we've got 2 interceptions and the Minnesota threat has been stopped. Osborne runs for 6. Cap throws an INT, shouldn't have thrown the ball. And Willie Lanier gets the Chiefs a turnover. He didn't return the ball. And that's that. No fumbles. Both teams have thrown an interception. Chiefs have the ball. First 10, 11 minutes left to go in the game. Dawson comes out and says, well, I'm going to try running the ball. Inside run versus safe defense. Inside run versus safe. 52. Okay, home field advantage. Are even yes, even yes. So he does get the home field advantage on this roll. So we go to the XR column for 43. Is EC a run of 0? Spread odds bonus is not a run of 0. See, what is that? 50. Sometimes I have to refer back. 43, run of 0. Is he run of 0? No. Out of bounds after 11-yard gain. Who did that? It's an inside run. Number 2, Garrett. Mike Garrett. 11 yards out of bounds. But it will be there because, see, that play will only count. It ain't doing right. My hand, I'm not, I don't know what's going on, but I'm having problem typing. Because, see, now that play only takes half a tick because back at this time, the clock actually stopped. So the Chiefs get another first down. And the Dolphins going to stick with the run. Outside run this time versus the blitz. 41. GB a run of 2. GB is not a run of 2. 40, 41, no. No gain. Stacked up at the line. Outside Holmes. Kid didn't get nothing. Stuffed at the line. Linebackers got in, stopped him. 2nd and 10. What will he call? He's going to stick going back to the outside on a outside versus safe defense. Safe is kind of, I kind of understand safe, but maybe standard might be a better way to do it. K versus K is K. What is this, 65? K a run of 2. Yes, he is. 3-yard loss. Holmes loses 3. This is not my first game with the 69 Chiefs. When I first got second season, this is the one of the first games I played was the 69 AFL Championship between the 69 Chiefs and the 69 Raiders. And I didn't do it right. So I had to scrub those results. 3rd and 13. Dawson's got a pass. Let's see here. He's going to do it against the pass defense. Short or screen. It's going to be a short pass versus a pass defense. And so I had to scrub that result. Now, since then, I have used them one other time. Short pass versus pass 21. It's going to fall incomplete. So the Chiefs, after getting a first down, are able to get out of their end of the field. And Jarrell Wilson, who is a great punter, he really was. We'll have to punt. Watch him make a liar of me here. That's interesting. Sixth lineman misses a block, possible blocked punt. The Chiefs are playing like crap. 24. 24. He doesn't get many blocked, thank goodness. 29-yard punt and out of bounds. I told you he'd make a liar of me. I like making little notes like that because then I can always go back later and, oh, here's what happened. So the Vikings, sorry if that was loud, will get the ball. 48-9 is 57. Great field position, their own 43. After he shanked a punt because it was almost blocked. I am having all kinds of trouble today. There we go. I apologize if you're hearing some noise in the background. I've got a little dog and he's chewing something up. So Garrett gains 11. He also gets a first down. The Chiefs have 2 first downs by rushing now. Holmes, though, 0, -3. Dawson is 0 for 3. And they had 1 3rd down and couldn't make it. Wilson's had his first punt. It was lousy. And now Cap starts the work. Going into a, what is that? Inside run. Tendency, inside run. And it's going against the safe defense. Tendency, inside run, safe. 24. Should be a good run if they get a good result here. I or G, a run of 2. Is I or G a run of 2? G is not. G is a run of 2. So yes. So 4-yard loss. Didn't get nothing. 4-yard loss for inside 16. I think his name is Oscar Reed. Yep, Oscar Reed loses 4 on his first carry. I use the finder charts, and like I say, I just looked that number up right there. It says Oscar Reed on the inside, so he loses 4 yards, and the Vikings are going the wrong way. 2nd 14. They're going to try a screen pass versus a run defense. Kind of get the Chiefs in the wrong defense. Screen versus run. 51. Is D a zero pass? I really doubt it. No, he is not. 51, no. Pretty sure it's going to be incomplete. It's going to fall incomplete. So neither offense is really, uh, the defenses are really controlling the game right now. Neither offense is able to really make anything happen, and they're actually losing yards. 3rd and 13, long passing situation. He's going to audible into a long pass. Joe Cap audibles into a long pass versus a pass. 43. Is SB a zero passes? No, he is not. Quarterback gets 43. Yep, quarterback gets rid of the ball, incomplete, and neither team can do anything. The defenses are showing up. Bob Lee comes in to punt again. This time he gets it off. He gets off a good one. 46-yard punt. The return man, kickoff return is a 10. It's going to be Mitchell, Willie Mitchell. And he's going to return it 65. I think that's a good return. Could be wrong. Yep, long return for 13. Long punt return. It loses bounce, only 9 yards. Well, it wasn't nearly as long as what it could have been. First and 10. Now the football math, 39 and 46. 76 and 9. 76, that's 85. That's 15, 24. Chiefs take over on their 24. Midway through the quarter. About midway through the quarter. Okay, let's see here. Reed runs from -4. I don't have his name down, so no, he's over here. Wrong people. And they kept those 2 interceptions. They failed to convert a third down. Lee has a good punt. Mitchell's a return to 9. And that's it. Dawson. What's Dawson going to do? Dawson's going to audible. He's going to audible into a screen pass. So I got that little A there. That tells me, hey, it was an audible. He's going to audible into a screen pass against a pass defense. Not the best idea. 61. E is 0 pass. No, he's not. 61, no. Caught, spins free for, I can't use that die. So it's going to be that one. 3-yard gain. Who catches it? Arbanis. Dawson to Arbanis. For how long? 3 yards. To his tight end, Arbanis. Gotta spell his name right. 2nd and 7 at the 27. Going to an outside run. Going back to the ground game against a safe defense. Outside run versus safe. 16. I can name it 3. Outside run 3. That's Mike Garrett. Mike Garrett is an outside run of A. A16 is 1 yard. Doesn't pick up much. We clicked a little click too fast. I'm in too much of a hurry. 3rd and 6 at their 28. Passing down. He's going to audible into a screen pass. Versus a blitz defense. Screen pass versus blitz. 52. What will 52 be? Is E a 2 pass? No, he is not. Who's he throwing to? Screen. Garrett. Gotta find a name. Nope, neither one of them. Neither one of them are questionable. You do use some optional rules, questionable and stuff like that. Complete for 11-yard gain to Garrett. So Dawson is, they're short passes, but Hey, they're getting the job done. And the Chiefs are eating a little bit of the time away. So they now have a 1st and 10 at their 39. Dawson's going to try a medium pass this time versus safe. Yep, medium pass versus safe. You might wonder why don't I hear him flipping through the book? Because I have taken my game book, took pictures of it, converted it to a PDF, makes it a lot faster in my opinion. Okay, Dawson is a completion of B. He did good. B11, Q plus. I'm going to get to use that die because I didn't use it. Q plus 14 plus 5, 19 yards. 19-yard completion to Holmes. Yep, Robert Holmes, 19-yard completion. And all of a sudden, they are on the move, and they cross midfield 49, 9, 58, 42. This is Kansas City's first crossing of midfield. Got a little bit of a sustained drive going here. What will Dawson go to now? He going back to the run, inside run. The Vikings getting ate up by his pass. They go to a pass defense. Inside run versus pass 13. I need to know who the back is. It's a 20, 20 inside. They differentiated McVay, Warren McVay. Inside is a C. He ain't going to get much. C13. He gets a yard. Try to cross him up and didn't get much of anything. I have used the 69 Chiefs in one game that I really count. Like I said, played them one time, messed up the rules, don't count that, threw it out. Uh, and so the one game I do count is I replayed them using this, of course, second season, them versus the Jets in a playoff game. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay, inside run versus safe, 53. Inside run versus safe. Trying to F is F, a runner two. F is in Frank. Is he a runner two? They crossed. No, he is not. Doesn't matter. No, is EC rated 0 on the run? No, he's not. 8-yard gain for inside Garrett. Anyway, in that game, the Chiefs scored late and with like less than 2 minutes left, took a 24-23 lead, and with time running out, they kicked off. The Jet kick returner returned it 52 yards, set the Jets up in field goal position. Or like with 3 plays left in the game, Namath throws a 33-yard touchdown pass. Jets win. Okay, 3rd and 1. That's a 3rd and short. And on 3rd and short, I use the normal chart, so it could be anything. And Dawson's going to stick to an inside run. And because I used the offense normal, I used the defense normal. And luckily, they called a run. Inside run versus run. 23. 23 looks good for the offense. It's to number 8. That's Garrett. No, that's Holmes on the inside. Inside, he is a B. 23B. Or B23. B23, Holmes gains 8 yards. So all of a sudden, the Chief offense is put together. Nice little run here. Dawson's going back to the pass. Medium pass versus the blitz. I take blitz as maybe not necessarily sending more men, but as an aggressive defense. 62A. Is A a two pass? Yes, he is. Defender gets the jump, go to the Y chart. Crap. 45 this time. 45 on the Y chart still might not be good. Is 8 or more. Dawson's Y grade is an 8. So already it's yes, and I don't even have to include that. So Dawson is going to throw his second interception of the game. I find that Dawson throws a lot of interceptions. 45. It's 8 or more. It's a medium pass. 17-yard pass intercepted by C or D. This time it will be intercepted by C, and that's Kasuki. He intercepts it at his 8-yard line. Now, how far is he going to get? Play, Y chart, 11. Tumbles backwards minus a D6 yards. It'd be that one right there. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. He's a C, yep, 11. He loses 4 yards on the return. So, yeah, the Vikings, again, a defense stops and holds. That's the good news. Bad news is Minnesota's now got the ball at their 4-yard line. All right, let's do some little adding. Dawson finally gets off the schneid, throws 3 to Urbanus. Then Garrett runs for 1. Then Dawson to Garrett for 11. I like doing this way because this way also I don't have to worry about my handwriting. And can I read it? Also, because it's saved on the computer, it's pretty much saved. Did I, yep, okay. McVeigh runs for 1. Garrett for 8, Holmes for 8. 8 for 39, that ain't bad. And then Dawson throws yet another INT. Here's second of the game, and we're not out of the first quarter. Okay, first downs. They got 1 through the pass. They got 2 through the pass. And then they ran for 1. Third downs, they made 1, and then actually they made 2. And I'll move that so you can see a little bit better. And you see there 2 for 3 on third downs. Anything else other than the play time? They used quite a bit of time there and did get nothing for it. Minnesota, first 10 to 4. They haven't done anything with the ball. You can see 1 interception, then a three and out and a couple three and outs, and that's all they've done. Cap, he's going to try to pass his way out. Medium pass versus safe. Medium pass versus safe. 16. It's going to be incomplete. Yep, incomplete. Just making sure. And second and 10 at the 4. He's going with a screen pass. Can't seem to get to work today. Versus safe. Screen versus safe. 12. Not going to be. Well, no. Hey, all right. This looks good for Minnesota. It's a 12, yeah. 2D 6 yards. 5-yard gain to number 4. Washington, Gene Washington. Captain Washington for 5 yards. So 3rd and 5, at least they're out at their 9 now. Time running down in the first quarter. Cap, I didn't call it, so I'll re-roll it. 3rd and 5, that's a passing situation. But that should count for something, but I don't know what it counts for. It's a blitz versus an inside run. He audibles to the inside run. So Cap sees the Chiefs are about ready to blitz. Audibles to a draw. Can they get anything from it? That's the question. 35. EB a run of 2. Yes, he is. 6 yards after defender wiped out block. Who is it? 15 inside. Oscar Reed. How much did I say he gained? 35. 6 yards. First down. Big first down. That's a that's really, in the scheme of things, that could be a big first down. Number one, it'll eat up a little bit more time. Number two, gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone now. He thinks he's got something, so he's gonna audible to a long pass. But the Chiefs are in a pass defense. 45. Is GB a zero pass? No. 45, no. Is GB a zero pass? No. Y chart. It could have been a sack. So apparently they think a Y chart's better than a sack. 55. 10 or more. Caps Y is a 6. Second half it goes down. Chiefs only had 1. It falls incomplete. And that's why I like writing down the Y chart, because I can always go back and look, see, hey, that ball was almost intercepted. Cap gets a little nervous after that, returns to the run. Chiefs still thinking pass, outside run versus pass. 23. Need to know who. It's not going to be good. Osborne. Dave Osborne's a C on the outside. 23C. Is that right? Yep. 2-yard loss. 3rd and long. From their own 13-yard line. The defense is really the Chiefs. Chiefs kind of drove, but it's been defensive play. Third and 12 long. He's going to short or screen. It's going to be a screen versus a blitz defense. 21. Pass incomplete. Kansas City's defense holds. And Minnesota will punt from their own 13. Kansas City should get good field position, barring who knows what. That's what's fun about these games. You don't know what. Let's see. 36 is a punch grade A, B, or C. Yes, it is. No return. 40-yard kick. Almost out of the quarter now. 53-47. Kansas City's got the ball in good field position. Their own 47. Seems to be a quickly moving quarter. Neither team really. Kansas City had one drive, and that's about it. Okay, Cap. So you have to throw a complete pass. Incomplete. 5 to Washington. Oscar Reed runs for 6. Then Cap throws another incomplete pass. Osborne loses 2. Then Cap throws another incomplete pass. Lee punts for 40. They did get a first down from a run. And they had one, so they did get one third down. And then they didn't make the other one. Been a waste of a quarter for the Vikings. Dawson, midfield, audibles to a long pass. And it's against a safe defense. 65. K, a 2 pass. Yes, he is. Quarterback flattened 13-yard loss. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. Hey, it was K that did it. I can roll on the sack. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to roll on the sack. I'm going to give it to the finder table. So 12. Page. Minus 13. Oh my goodness. So much for being in good field position. Second 23 at their 34-yard line. Now, in the NFL at this time, the clock would stop until they reset and the offense set. So that's only half. It counts basically half a play. 15 seconds instead of the full 30 seconds. Okay. Second long says, well, let's forget the pass. Let's go back to our run. Minnesota says that night defense worked great. Let's do it again. C0. Is C a 0? No, he's not. Wrestled out of bounds. No gain. Who got wrestled out of bounds? Outside run 9, McVay. And third and 23 from their own 34. A little over a minute left to go to quarter. This is definitely a passing situation. Minnesota's calling a blitz. Medium pass versus the blitz. 66. Is K a two pass? We already know the answer is yes. Yes, he is. Heavy rush, pass incomplete. And I put pass rush. So, yes, he gets the ball in great field position. Can't do a dang thing with it. Coming up to the end of the first quarter. I'm looking for something. Right there it is. First punt was almost blocked. Hopefully he can get this one off. I done screwed something up. I tried to get fancy. This is why you don't try to do fancy. Fine, I'll do it. Do it the old-fashioned way. Joe Wilson, come on the punt. Long punt, go to page 63. 54. 60-yard booming kick down by the punt team. Wow. I mean, seriously. Wow. Wow. First and 10. 94. Poor Minnesota. I mean, it's bad enough that their offense can't do anything. They can't get any field position. Okay. So, Alan Page. 1 sack. Minus 13 yards. And then McVay runs for 0. Dawson throws yet another incomplete pass. They have another third down that they don't make. But Wilson makes up for his almost blocked punt earlier. And that's that for stats. What will Joe Cap do? He's going to go to the pass. Medium pass versus he catches the Chiefs in a run defense. That's the good news. Medium pass versus a run, 12. It's going to fall incomplete. Pretty sure. Let me look, make sure. Yep. He caught him. Could make him pay. That could have been a big play. Joe Cap. 30 seconds could be the last play of the quarter. Probably will be outside run. Versus the Chiefs playing safe. 41. Make sure I got the, yep, outside run. 41. TA, a run of 0. No. 15 on the XR. Is GB a run of 0? GB is not a run of 0. 15, no. 7-yard gain, who does that? It's an outside run. 6, Osborne, 7-yard gain. The clock hits 0. I said the clock hits 0. Got to do the 4-0 in front. And when we come back, they're going to have a 3rd and 4 at their 12. Cap throws an incomplete pass. Osborne runs for 7. All right. So after 1/4, it's 0-0. Look at the stats. Joe Cap, 1 of 10 for 5 yards. Wow. But and the Vikings can't run it either. 6 for 10. Uh, just nothing. 1 of 4 on 3rd downs. They do have two first downs. How they got? Look at those stats. You kind of wonder how in the world did they get them? And the funny thing is, at this time in Chiefs history, their defense was great. Their offense was mediocre. So, yeah, look at the Chiefs. Dawson, 3 of 8 for 33 yards, but he's throwing 2 interceptions, been sacked once. Not They're able to run the ball, 9 for 39. Warren McVay hasn't got nothing, but Holmes is doing okay. Need to erase that because that ain't there. And okay, so let's look at some stats. Minnesota, total first downs, they've got 2. 1 by the run, 1 by the pass, nothing by penalty. 1 out of 4 on 3rd downs. No first down. Yards rushing, 10 on 6 plays. Yards passing, 5. 10 completion. There we go. Wow. And that must be left over because he sure ain't got no touchdown passes. At least he hasn't been sacked. Punting, 3 for 41.7. That ain't bad. Field goal, 0-0. Nope. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hope that didn't bust anybody's eardrums. I can't tell how loud it is. Kickoff, 1 for 32. 2 for 19 here on the interceptions. That's probably, that might be why it's just 0-0. No turnovers, total plays. They had 6 rushing plays, 10 passing plays for 15 yards. Not good. Chiefs, 5 first downs. 3 run, 2 pass, 0. Better on 3rd downs. 4th downs, nothing. Chiefs, yards rushing, 39 on 9 carries. Yards passing, 33. 8 and 3 ain't bad. But when you do this, 2 interceptions, no touchdown, that ain't good. 1 minus 13-yard sack. Punting, 2, 44.5. That's pretty good. Johnston really ain't had a chance. Punt returns, 1 for 9. Kick returns, nothing. No interceptions, no penalties, no fumbles, but 2 big turnovers. Okay, 17 plays. The sack got to count. That's 18 for 59 yards. Wow. Defensive struggle. All right, I'm going to stop it here. That's the end of the 1st quarter and come back for the next video and the 2nd quarter.